Vanna here, and this video is going to be cut into two parts because apparently I can upload videos longer than 20 minutes from my iPad. So this is probably going to be like 15 minutes, and then there's going to be a second part of this. Anyways, last night, I saw this GIF, and it was a Walking Dead one, and as a lot of y'all know, that I'm a big fan of The Walking Dead, because I probably talked about that 15,000 times in recent videos. But this GIF was about one of the characters going into deep depression after one of the other characters had shot all of the walkers in the barn that was on their property, but all of the walkers were family of the people that were living in the farmhouse, and this character Beth had went into deep depression. And it was easy to tell that she did, because she was in shock and everything, and then after a while, she just like, gave up. And she wanted to kill herself. Well, her and her sister Maggie had a argument type thing, and they had people, like a few of the other characters in the show, kind of keep an eye on her, make sure she blah, 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 blah. She doesn't do anything stupid. Now, I'm trying to rush this. That she doesn't do anything stupid, that she doesn't hurt herself. But one of the characters, Andrea, decided to stay in the room for at least 30 seconds. She opened one of the doors and she said to Beth, "Is this what you want?" And Beth just kind of sat on her bed and just kind of looked at the door. Well, Andrea walked out the door, and then a few minutes later, not gonna say main characters in the show went into Beth's room to get the food tray, that she had left in there for Beth, and she didn't eat any food. So she went, Lori, the one that went and got the food tray, she took the tray back to the kitchen and started unloading, like, the plates and everything from it. And she realized that the knife wasn't on the tray. And I think this was before. I don't even remember, because I didn't even watch the full episode anymore. But Lori went back to the room, got the knife from Beth, and then after that, like a little while later, that was when Lori went out to go get Maggie. And when they came back, they heard this loud crash coming from inside the bathroom that was in the room. And Beth had gone in there and broken the glass from the mirror, and had taken that glass and had slit her wrist, like, on more like towards the hand, so it was kind of like right there, somewhere like right in here. And one thing that kind of pissed me off about that is because I know some people that go depression, suicidal thoughts that aren't, exactly happy like they were when we were younger, and that's how I am. One day I just went into deep depression, and I couldn't handle it anymore. And when I first made my first cuts, I wasn't planning on making them as low on my wrist as I did. I was actually having the thoughts of suicide, and I was about to go through it and kill myself. After I had the blade held to a higher part of my wrist, where I know it is a lot easier to cut a vein and kill yourself, well, I moved it down. And I regretted it. Like, now looking back, I realized how stupid and immature I was being, but yet again, I was so fed up with everything. And I tried to hide it from one of my best friends that I love very much and that I'm afraid of losing. She's more or less like a sister to me. I hid it from her as long as I could, but then one day on the bus ride home, she found out, and then I texted her a couple of hours later. I could tell she was pissed at me because she did not want to talk to me, and she I was like, why was it really a good idea to go through, and why would you cut yourself? And I told her that I was so done with everyone making fun of me for everything that I've done or everything that I wear, or even hearing people just talk about me behind my back, even when I'm like sitting right next to them. I was so fed up. What do you want? I was so fed up with everything that I literally just wanted to leave. I wanted to drop everything and just like not be here anymore. Well, after a while, she did go into deep depression herself, and one night she texted, she was like, oh, well, I'm going to bed. And then about 30 seconds later, or not even that long, she texted me saying, never mind, I want to cut, and all this and that. And I tried to get her to not do it because I knew sooner or later she'd end up regretting it, like I did. But she ended up going through with it, and then it got worse as it went on for the both of us. And now my arm, just like from the top of my shoulder down right here, is all jacked up from scars. There are some on my legs, and then there's a few on my wrists. But it got worse for the both of us, and our cut count is a lot higher than we had ever thought it to be. And it's just now for us, it's like a warm hug, feeling that sharp pain shooting through our bodies. And I know this is probably sounding really stupid, and go ahead and leave stupid comment or comments bagging on me, whatever. But okay. But some people have a legit reason for cutting, and then there were others that do it for attention. Like, they'll show their scars, and they make it off as like they want sympathy for it. But me and my friends that do it, we literally have a reason to do it. This song is so fucking stupid. And that part of the show, it was in season 2 of The Walking Dead. It pissed me off so bad because, yeah, you think about it and you realize that it's not real. That if you actually look on their wrist, that it's not real. It was something that was added in. But there were some people that look at that and they're like, are they trying to make fun of the people that do cut? Because that's not something to poke fun at. Suicide, self-harm, depression is not something you do. I mean, yeah, I guess that part of the scene was kind of necessary for that episode. But was it really necessary to make that one character take a piece of glass to her wrist and then slice it? And then in season 4, in one of the episodes after the mid-season finale, have one of the main characters, Daryl, say, oh, well, I didn't slice my wrist for attention, actually going like that, going on and on and on. And it's just like, another thing that pissed me off is because I'm not trying to bag on AMC, Norman Reedus, or Emily Kenny, or any of them, but I'm just trying to make a point here. Was that really even fucking necessary to have thrown in there? Because there are a lot of people, I bet you, there are a lot of people that watch that and have watched that episode and think, what were they trying to prove here? Like, I don't even know. But, yeah. Oh, those probably aren't showing up. Maybe? No? Okay. But, life isn't, I mean, there are a lot of people that have it good and that don't go through depression, but yet again, there are some people that deal with deep depression, deep suicidal thoughts most nights, and there are people that deal with anxiety, and then they think, once they're in that depression, and if it's like really deep depression, it's hard to get themselves out of that. They will sit down in their rooms or wherever they're alone, and they will think that no matter how many people that are around them, that no matter how many people love them, they will think that they're alone, that they're worthless, that they're just a waste of everyone's space and time, that they shouldn't even be there, and that they should just die. I know how this feeling is, or I know how it is, because I've gone through those thoughts so many times when I've made the cuts, and that was a really stupid noise. Way to go. This is a really touchy subject. I'm sorry if this video was depressing, but AMC pissed me off, okay? Like, it's not even funny anymore. It all started because of a fucking GIF last night that pissed me off no end. And then it's just like, oh, well, you know what, let's add some more stupid shit. See, I typed it down. So, keep in mind, I posted this on Twitter, and I kind of wanted to keep it, so I typed it. Or, like, I copied it from Twitter, and I kept it in my notepad. And it was all because of a GIF. And so I'm just like, it pisses me off when other people look at the ones who self-harm and think they do it for fucking attention. Because can I say one thing? There are some people that do it for attention, but yet again, there are people that have legit reasons for it. And here's fucking AMC with Beth in season 2 in the bathroom with a piece of glass and cutting her wrist. Yeah, it's fake, but still there are people that watch The Walking Dead and they see that, and it sends off a fucking trigger in their head. They see that part, and then things start going through their heads, thinking about how shitty their lives are because of what fucking AMC made Beth say. So they think about themselves, so they end up getting up, walking to their rooms, tears falling down their cheeks because that one part put them in, ended up making them so depressed, so they take their blade to their wrist and they sit there in their rooms in the corner of their bed crying because of that fucking job. Nice job, or fucking part. I know that sounded a lot harsher than I meant it to, but yet again, it's fucking true. Like, I know how it is to just sit alone and feel like there's no one there. And even when you're texting your boyfriend, your best friend, someone who's practically your sister, it's just like, it's pathetic. Well, not pathetic, but AMC is. Anyways, if you guys ever need to talk to me, you can always comment down below or comment your kick, and I will, or whatever. My kick will be down in the description below, as well as my Skype. And if you ever need someone to talk to, just remember I'm always here for you, even though I am someone who is broken, just, like you may be. Just remember I am always here. I will never leave. If I don't get back to you soon, then I'm sorry, I was probably busy. But anyways, guys, just stay strong and just remember that there are people out there that love you. Anyways, guys, my name is Vanna, and I will talk to you later. Bye.